Usually, if we disrespect, I don't. Like, if I think it's gonna be funny enough, we can say some shit about it. I'll let them keep going. But usually, they fucking get all weird. I'm just not. Oh, welcome to the podcast.
What's going on, everybody? Y'all already know what it is. YouTube, what's going on? It's your homeboys in the building. Big Oos, Tommy Guns. You know it's your boy Rico to you one time, and you already know. Welcome back to RCYJ Podcast. Motherfucking TV for your ears. Or for your viewership, since you're watching it here.
And it's probably not going to happen, but this is what I actually want to ask for happens in any case. Because it actually plays into something I said last week, so I think it's kind of funny. But I want it passed with Valentine's Day, so it was a Valentine's Day thing. I want somebody to tell me the actual movie, like, Valentine's they have. Who can get the closest to, like, something you see in the movies and actually happen, because I want to hear good things. I say that there never leaks things like that. So I really want to hear, I don't know if you ever had anything like that, or if you can mention it, but I'd like to really hear from the audience, is why I'm asking anybody out there, you know. Because I just want to hear, I want to hear good. Because they don't seem to happen.
Nah, it don't. But, like my homeboy said, happy Valentine's Day to everybody if you had somebody to celebrate it with, or if you even celebrated it. If you do celebrate it, I hope you got some booty. I hope it was great. If it was lackluster, you should have got her drunk. You should have got him drunk. You should have slipped him a blue chew. Who the fuck knows? But don't be slipping none of that other shit, because I know how some of y'all weirdos be fucking doing.
What's the other shit?
That other shit. That.
Shit?
No, not shit,
well,
but.
Shit.
You know, that.
Women are weird.
That roofalotomus.
Like, roofie. Don't be roofie.
That's what I just said. Don't be doing that. That's a no-no.
And this too. You got the package. That's not cool, man. Don't be doing that.
But either way, I hope y'all had a good Valentine's Day. I got to spend the day with my son, see the new Captain America. It was dope.
You know what's funny in that tradition? I've never given a girl flowers that turned out good. I guess the closest was Amber. She was really happy for the days. But I don't know, for some reason, that shit never worked out well for me. I do know why in my younger years, because don't give flowers to people when you're drunk. That's the best idea. You say and do some stupid shit. We're not getting those stories. No, I'm happy on Valentine's Day, so I don't have to.
I never have to worry. The last time I bought flowers for a girl on Valentine's Day was with my son's mom, and I got her that. Chocolates, and I'm also pretty sure I got her a Michael Kors purse, and I still went to bed without booty that night, so I don't give a fuck. You ain't getting flowers. You might get a Snickers bar at this fucking point, because I've just lost all attraction for trying to buy y'all something nice. What I want is free. Get naked. Pop a titty out, that's all you gotta do for me, but y'all be getting gifts and shit, but y'all don't even pop a titty out. Only time I see your titty is when you wrapping the towel around you after the shower, like, and then you go to bed. What the fuck?
Yeah, don't you know?
I gotta pay for a 200.
Wrap the towel right under the titty, make them out there for him.
Yeah, and, like, y'all get dinner, y'all get chocolates, flowers, jewelry, purses. Y'all get a spa day. Y'all get this, and all the homeboy wants is to flick a nipple and smack a booty cheek, and y'all don't even let him do that. Yeah. Y'all just let him get a quick peek and then go to bed. It's like seeing the trailer for a game, but then never getting to play the fucking game.
So bad, bro.
Why?
This is a Valentine's Day special. All you talking about is sex. That's all you want from them. You basically say you buying them shit for sex. That's it. That's what you kind of just said. They need to have. We give it to you.
No, okay. So listen. Expected. Okay, so listen. It's not necessarily that, but here's my thing. First off, he trying to make me look like a big fucking asshole, and that ain't.
You said it.
And I did say, but listen. Here's what I mean by this. All right, if I'm gonna go out and I'm going to do this stuff, you know, I'm going to get you those things. All right. Here's why. It's because for some reason I'm under the impression, and you can correct me if I'm wrong on this, but a lot of y'all, you know, talk about all this stuff you want for Valentine's Day. So I try to give you what I think you are really going to enjoy. Now, me, I'm a very simple person. You don't need to go out and buy me nothing. All right. That's why I said what I want is free. You know, just what's up with the booty? Y'all can get all this stuff, and that's me just showing my love and affection.
Dinner,
you know, my love and
roses.
You know, my love and affection for you. All you got to do to reciprocate that, just throw some booty. Like, that's it.
Clean up after, both ways. All he wants is a booty.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, and I think most men would agree. There's no wrong, or, you know, women or whatever, whoever you are, whoever you choose to date.
In there with you. They don't gotta get me enough. I'll buy them stuff anyway for their company. I just want them around.
See, now when you say it like that for their company, it sounds like a prostitute. Like you buying them shit for their company.
You buying them just to put it in them.
Sometimes it's the best gift of all, busting a nut. Sorry, y'all. I took this way the fuck out there. Welcome back to RCYJ Podcast. Rico's in a great mood, which means he's gonna say some fucked up shit because he's in that mood. All right, fine. My bad. I'll buy you all that shit. Make love, whatever the fuck you want to call it. There is that more Valentine's Day for you?
Yeah, that was much better.
Make love with the booty cheeks out, some hardcore rap music in the background, and some headboard shaking. I want the neighbors pissed off. We're not doing that. I got handcuffs, though.
He does have handcuffs.
4 sets.
Tie you to the headset.
I also got zip ties and love cuffs.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And I can't... The love cuffs are the only ones I can't break out of. I found that out.
Oh, you better use the love cuffs on him, then.
Nah, I'll still rip the headboard off.
Not if you get him right. Get him in that right position. Tied in, I think. Strength will do it.
Oh, it will.
Hit me up, I'll teach you out.
You don't want to say that, dog.
No, I want to say that to somebody, yeah.
No,
That's cool. I give lessons.
He wants to teach you how to do it to him.
No.
You can't. Bro, think about it, though.
They gonna know by contact. I mean, not like I'm just gonna show up someplace, yo, and then they fucking try to cuff me up. I'm not stupid.
But no!
My big ass gonna go somewhere not ready? Especially meet somebody the first time. Nah. They gotta contact me, then we figure some stuff out. I'm trying to teach classes.
That's not fucking happening. He is not an instructor. He is not licensed in any state to be an instructor.
I'm Instructor Bayless.
Inspector Bayless, maybe. Not instructor.
Both.
I'm so scared for this world right now.
Inspector Gadget. I'm gonna play that music coming up too. I'm gonna do the other one they made a like a rap one time. Remember that?
Oh my! Please God, no.
Yeah, they had a more of a beat to it.
This motherfucker gonna be out there teaching you how to do the polka rap. All 150 are born to be a Pokemon master was his destiny.
Oh, if you want to be a Pokemon master, I'd train you athletes. Never mind, I won't do that.
Anywho, what's going on, RCYJ Podcast? Tommy, what's been going on with you, dog?
I don't know, not much really. I don't get no damn phone calls. I'm trying to start all these new businesses. I need to make money, dog. Nobody ever calls. They never call.
Y'all ever notice how 90% of his businesses somehow involve pimping me out?
That's not true. One of my last 2 business proposals just now had to do with pimping you out.
You gonna teach them how to use the love cup so that they can use them on me.
I can teach them how to use love cups and pin someone as big as you. They can't get out, yes. You gotta teach them how to do it right. They want, you want that actual experience, you gotta not have that opportunity to get out, man. That takes it.
And then,
so you're not the person to put it on, obviously, because you don't want to be in that position.
But what if they try to do it to me? Then you taught them how. That's one. Number 2, did he not say that he was going to manage the situation to where content could be created and he would get me to sign on? And half of y'all just want to do the freaky deaky OnlyFans shit.
That's them. Not
pimping me out.
The only thing I was going to do is make sure that there was like a country music girl or something that actually wanted to do a country music song. I would manage the situation.
Did he say that, though? He just said the content doesn't matter. So he was okay with one of these hookers trying to kidnap me and do some weird things on camera.
Okay with, gonna let happen. Those are 2 different things, bro.
I want you right now. Right now. No, listen, right now. I'm going to look at you. And I want you to look back at me. Straight faced. 100 complete honesty. And say, I would not let that happen to you. Now, before I do this, I want y'all to remember, Tommy has constantly stated that if he gets a laugh out of it, and it makes me uncomfortable, he will do it. So,
I'm not going to let anything like that happen to you.
I don't know if I can believe him, y'all. I'm not going to lie. It's tough right now. I don't know if I can, though. I don't know. He says that here, but then when the situation happens, he's in the background laughing. No, this is too funny, dog. It's on you now. Ha, ha, ha. He already said if we was in the WWE, he'd turn on me.
That's the WWE, because I'm trying to tell you, I'm a heel, I'm not a face.
And this is the WWE, too. The WWE of my heart and safety.
Well, the WWE of your heart and safety should always know I got your back. And that's true. Now, this shit was happening in the WWE. Yeah, it probably happened. I'm on turncoat. I'm a heel. I'm a bad guy. I'm a bad guy through and through. I can't do the face shit. I don't want to do the face shit. If I have to do it for a while, I can. But I'm gonna have more of like a Randy Orton type of career. If I'm doing that.
So 2 things. One of them's off topic. The other one's gonna go with this one. So I'm not gonna lie. You've said this before, and I've been thinking about it a lot more. And I could maybe have like a small heel turn, but I'd always end up being a face.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it for long at all. I don't.
No, like you, I can see the heel.
I think personally, you would be a heel too. Like if I was booking and you asked me my personality, I would, because one, you're cocky, you can use that shit. Like the way you fucking check yourself out in the mirror.
The peacocking, as you call it.
Peacocking. I mean, you like yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But the point is that character comes out more ridiculous. But you could do that same shit and be a fucking face too. So I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we was in wrestling.
I honestly
want to be a heel.
I honestly thought that you were gonna give me like 80% face, 20% heel, but you gave me a half and half, and I appreciate that.
I mean, you could play the face. You play the face better than me, I think. I don't really want to cater to the fans of it. Like it's just not something that's in me. It's not. And then what I would want to do wrestling wise, it would be a turncoat and the backstabber, the guy who goes behind your back.
You'd be the Brock Lesnar at the end of the tag team match, like Cody Rhodes and shit, where he beat the fuck out of him.
Yeah, I mean, if I was tagging with somebody and I felt like, okay, yeah, we gotta get through the match because I want the win. But once the win was over, yeah, I'd turn on. Especially if I was feuding with them.
I think I could pull off a decent Jacob Fatu Jey Uso.
I don't think you can beat Jacob Fatu.
Why? You think I can't shake, put grills in, and act weird?
I'm sure you can, but it's going to come off as fake.
Yeah, I don't wear grills.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't even that. It's just not your character.
I don't know. I think I could pull off the angry character pretty well.
You can do the anger part sometimes, but my problem is you just wouldn't want to do it all the time. Like, there's no problem with you being angry sometimes. Like, don't get me wrong, but it's just not your mood. It's only when you're fucking shitty like that, like you get in those pissy moods, and your face works for it.
He right.
Because then there's going to be other times like you in a good mood and you got to go out there and be an asshole. Where I totally get it. I don't give a fuck. But
he right. But so the other side note, and it made me think about this, which is stupid, and I know a lot of people are going to hate me for this, but I want y'all to know that I'm only telling y'all this purely for the comedic aspect. I want y'all to also remember that I do not think of myself as built, small, anything like that. I still think I'm fat. But so I don't do the online dating thing. I don't. But apparently I still had a profile put up somewhere. And I got like messages about the shit. Right? About the profile, blah blah blah, someone trying to talk to me, so I'm trying to talk back. And I'm not picky, okay? You got a good personality and we vibe together, I'll give you a shot. It's that simple. The cosmetics, what you look like on the outside, That don't matter to me, and I'm not saying anything bad, but Tommy can attest to that for me. I'm not picky at all. If you vibe with me and I vibe with you, I'm good with that. That's really all I need. I know a lot of guys say that, and you know that they don't mean it, but again, this is my reference point because he's seen most of mine. I don't care. As long as we vibe good, like, I'm good with it. I don't care. The vibe, to me, is what makes you a beautiful person. Now,
And well, I'm gonna put this out there. I ain't gonna make me look bad, but I don't give no fucks. Let's put it this way: the girls I see him with and talking to shit. You know, you say that word, smash and pass. I'm just gonna say.
I'm an equal opportunity smasher.
But the problem, the thing is with them, it's the funny thing I actually see with you because this is what I can attest to what he's saying because there'll be these beautiful, beautiful women that are like flirting with him, and he just, I don't know, he must be more in a personality because he just doesn't say anything, doesn't like react to it. Usually, the only thing I get from him though is, if she doesn't like me, and then he'll start noticing some things sometimes.
My problem is that a lot of the ones who do that, I feel like that those are ones who they are, you know, societally or socially accepted under, like, you know, societal conditions where everyone would be like, oh, that's a beautiful woman, blah, blah, like she's hot, she's gorgeous. And they know that shit and they try to use that.
Me.
What happened?
It's saying it's hard to see.
No, the fuck it ain't.
Hope I didn't break that one. Everything all good. That's what I'm talking to you about.
Alright, this shit got it.
I hope that works.
It should have. Bro, we clear as shit in this motherfucker.
Yeah, I see it pretty clear.
You know, but, I mean,
There's not a bad light across.
Listen, going along with this, though, again, I go for personality. I really fucking do.
Well,
now, I got hit up by...
My thing is with that, my counter, and people are going to judge me or whatever, and I don't care. But I have to be attracted in person for me to have anything with them. So, as far as that goes, with it, yeah, you can get along and have the other things, but I know me, and that's just the way it is. Call shallow, call what it is, but I'm going with what I'm into.
But
everybody.
But
that's
for
why
you,
I say on the other hand, I mean, because I've been with chicks that, like you said, personality and all that. And it's been okay, but like it's just not there. So why waste time? Like I don't know. I want the complete thing, I guess. And I find some chicks that are attractive. A lot of people don't. Don't get me wrong. So it's not the way people put it out. I mean, I do tend to like a skinnier girl, so that may be part you could call it, but it's just not for me.
But for you, that is completely okay, and that is what you go for.
Which is okay with you because, like I told my buddy when we were teenagers, he was going out with, he was into bigger girls, and that's what it was, because that's what he likes. That was his type, and I didn't have no problem with him. I mean, fuck, I always cheered him on, like, yo, dude, as long as you're happy, bro, that's what matters. And in reality, that's all we all want is to be happy. At the end of the day.
I've dated some girls on the shallow end, but unfortunately, those were the days when I didn't know Tommy. It was when I was younger because I had this idea of what I needed to date to go with who I was at the time, and it wasn't until closer to my later years where I figured out that I'm actually more interested in having a conversation with this person and like getting the personality and stuff instead of being like, yo, she fine, I gotta get that. And there's nothing wrong with the, yo, she fine, I gotta get that. Like, if that's what you're into, hey, do you? I'm all for it. I do things my way. Either way, let me go ahead so I can get this out, because I know I almost forgot it a second ago. Now, I got hit up, and by, I say young lady, but she wasn't young. She was like 29, 30. Younger than me, but still young lady. Either way, beautiful black queen, beautiful. She was,
How you doing?
She was some thickness.
She was how you doing.
She was how you doing, and I wasn't mad at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, beautiful black queen. But here's my thing.
Oh, here's where you fucked up.
No, here's not where I fucked up.
She.
Yeah, here's where she fucked up. you know, I was asked how old the pictures were on my profile, and I said, oh, you know, they're pretty old. I completely forgot that I had this one, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. She was like, well, can I see a more recent one? So I have some that I do for the Instagram and stuff like that, like my progress for pics, or sometimes if I'm just feeling myself and I'm liking what I'm wearing, so I'll take a pic. So I sent her one of the ones. I was going out with a friend of mine, and it was the outfit that I had on. I'm going to be real with y'all. Again, not a small guy. I'm not a small girl. Because if we're being real about this, I'm smaller than her. Exactly. And do you know what this butterball turkey bitch had the audacity to say to me? It could never work. You're too big of a guy. Like, you need to be smaller. And I'm like, huh? Come again?
Oh, man.
So, no. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, damn, no the fuck she didn't. Rico went off on her ass. No. I held back. And I said, I'm sorry that you feel that way. It was nice getting to talk to you. Have a good day. And I left it at that. I was still pissed. Because I'm sorry. But you out here built like a rhinoceros. And you tell me that I'm too big of a dude?
Welcome.
So I said, nah, fuck that. So instead what I did was, I took my anger out and I was on GTA and I found every thick chick in the game. And I just shot their foot. And watched them roll down the ground. Because it was hilarious to me.
All I can say is that these dudes in blonde start shooting women in the foot.
I would never, but I did it on GTA because it was funny. And then the one who rolled all the way into a Cluck and Bell parking lot. And I'm like, it would be your ass to fucking get shot and want food immediately. I'm sorry, I'm not a big guy. I'm not talking shit. But when you say some stupid shit like that to me, you deserve it. The other thing I want to ask is, Tommy, I know that you listen to certain types of music. And this kind of goes in with a little bit of what I'm talking about, though I'm not shooting women in the foot. Tommy, are you familiar with the older R&B group, the Isley Brothers? You've at least heard of them, I know.
Yeah.
All right, so if you listen to older R&B, you know the Isley Brothers, you know, Ron Isley, Mr. Biggs. Forgot the other one's fucking name because he was always in the background. Either fuck away. That's not the point. But I was listening to them on the way here today because I had R&B playing. I like my R&B when I'm in a good mood. Make me feel funky. It's not the point. I'm listening to the songs, and in every song, this motherfucker's getting cheated on, right? Now I get it. It's a man singing. You know, women always sing about men fucking up, men cheating. Men was singing about the same shit in reverse. But here's my thing. In every song that I've heard them talk about, where he's getting cheated on, he always makes it a habit to put into the lyrics, now you need to leave this place before I catch another case. I get that you're women, but are you beating did you beat the shit out of one of them? And now you're threatening the rest of them? Because every song, dog, leave this place before I catch another case or before I catch a case. Like, you've contemplated this shit before, dog. You've done this shit before, dog. Like, who hurt you?
What I want to know is how you trying to divert. You're taking anger out and going, hey, shoot bitches, big bitches in the foot. Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not diverting. That's why I said it kind of goes along with this. That girl upset me. She did.
I can tell you was hurt.
Because that bothered me. Because,
well, especially
bro, like, I gave you the chance to talk to you when you built thicker than me.
You upset because you look like a turkey.
No, I called her a butterball turkey. She was built like a rhinoceros. All she needed was a horn, and she could have been in the Lion King live action. The next one is one of the rhinos at the beginning with the amanya.
Did you get to hear her voice? For some reason, I see her with a small voice.
I did not get to hear her voice, and thank God, because she probably would have sounded like this. You're too big of a guy for me.
Hey, you hard guy. That's not a.
Whatever you say, little I-8 Romeo. Shut up.
You got a deep voice. I can't with that either. So you could be fine as hell if you talk to me like that. We good. Hey, tell me how you doing. Nope. I'll tell you how I'm doing. I'm going away from you. We can't even be friends.
Not me, I hit him with the damn, bro, you good? You need a camel non-filter? You want a shotgun a beer and then do a half bottle of Jack in one go? The fuck, bro?
No.
She probably sound like the type of bitch that pee's standing up.
No. I'm not even going there anymore. I'm done with that conversation.
Amen, brother. We done with that conversation, but still, that was fucked up. And I get if you like what you like, but if you, bruh,
That's wild.
you can't be built like a little yellow school bus and then get mad at somebody else for being big.
All of you joining in. Welcome to the Valentines edition of Earth.
Apparently this is the Valentine's edition, and I've said some fucked up shit. I've said some mean shit.
We're all showing our love to women, especially Rico today. It's great. He thought he had a great Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Well, I should have worn my red and white meat hat to celebrate the occasion.
You know what I do appreciate though? I do have, and this is something that I've talked about a lot, where, now that, I use fitness as like therapy and stuff like that, like I've gotten a lot more compliments. You've seen it. I do have one friend though who, nothing like ever happened with us. We never dated or anything. We've known each other over 20 years. We're still really good friends and all that shit.
How you doing?
Welcome, what's up? We've just remained really good friends, but we are also completely honest with each other. And the one thing that I do love about her and the fact that she's a friend who is in my life is she always lets me know, because I send her pictures of the outfits before I go out and shit, because, I need a fit check every now and then. And, I'll have days where I'm down on myself, and she'll remind me that even, like, back in the day when we were teenagers, like, we had an attraction to each other and stuff like that. And she's like, yeah, you've been fine since I met you. She's like, I don't know what the fuck you're worrying about. She was like, I kind of honestly preferred you when you were bigger. And that's so sweet, because some people do see the inner beauty that is this fucking jackass here. I feel like I can be...
Some girls just like weird guys.
Well, no, that too, but now she's all over the place. She don't care.
Yeah.
You can either be built like me or like that fucking broom handle in the background. She don't care. If you vibe with her, you vibe with her.
I mean, you just made her sound like a slut, bro. No lie.
No, that's why I said vibe. I didn't say you could fuck her.
Well, obviously I can. I don't know her. I'm just saying, you made it sound like she like everybody.
I mean,
She all over the place. All over the place, you said, bro.
She's not all over the place like that. I'm just saying I'd fuck her, but that's not the point.
Just so she knows that she watching. She'll fuck you.
She knows. She knows.
I'm sure.
But shut the fuck up. But it's really good to be able to hear that.
Good on this Valentine's Day.
It's real good to be able to hear that for someone like me who is arrogant and peacockish as I can be. I still have days where I'm like, I look like absolute fucking shit. Nothing in this world is ever going to change that. I've been cursed to just be an ugly motherfucker who just happens to be very funny.
That's just you beating yourself up. Well, so the funny part. Then you gotta give yourself a little bit.
I do try to give myself a little bit of a pick-up, which is why I always go with I'm funny. Or sometimes I won't even use I'm funny. Like, I'll think about that, be like, you were an ugly piece of shit, but you know what? You're intelligent and you're quick-witted. Like, I give myself little affirmations, and I'm like...
The problem is with this, it wouldn't be so bad if you just cut the first fucking part out. Stop beating yourself fucking up.
But this is how I try to keep myself semi-humble.
Even without fucking going into the gym, you're going to feel great about yourself because you are the one beating yourself up. You are your own fucking problem, dude. You get in your way so much with that shit.
I do, but that's what motivates me for the gym too. But it's like I said, and I've always told everybody,
This motherfucker's suffering.
No, listen.
Beating himself.
Listen.
He does it to his other friends. Some other friends can't take shit. So they can't really be friends with him when they get all butthurt, mad.
Talk to Tommy about it instead of me. But that's not the point. That's not the point. We're not talking about Tyler. He's on another episode.
Always.
But I do beat myself up, and it does help me in the gym. And the one good thing that I've always said about wanting to go into the gym is I don't want to be one of these dudes who, does all this working out. I don't need a 6-pack, 8-pack abs. I don't need the little V. I don't need all that shit. Like, if I could just be solid muscle and, like, lean out the parts that I want to lean out, then I'll be good. I'm still going to be a big boy. I'm not going to be, like, power lifter big, but I'm going to be big to where I'm comfortable and I'm happy with it, where I can still remain a big boy, but know that I put a lot of work into myself. That's where I want to go with it. And me beating myself up helps me, but that's why I do throw in those little affirmations. You're funny. You're intelligent. You're quick-witted. You say some crazy-ass shit, but you can brighten somebody's day. Then I have the days where I'm really bad on myself. You an ugly piece of shit, and you be fucking people's days up, bro. Like, what is wrong with you? And those are the days I hurt myself in the gym. Go ahead.
See, what the problem with all that is it's good that you get in the gym, and that's how you motivate your knee, and you gotta tell yourself you need to do it. So that's a healthier way, because this is unhealthy as fucking like a motherfucker. Because you sit there and beat yourself up all the time. As I can prove it with one simple thing. Do you believe you're attractive?
Honestly, or for the podcast?
No, honestly.
No. No.
But, see, we're out here on social media, and how many times does somebody come, or we're out and about, or anything, that come off and hit on you? Not everybody. I'm not trying to tell you whatsoever. Everybody finds you attractive. All girls. But obviously, it is out there. Am I wrong?
No, you're right. You're right.
So that is what the shit you need to tell yourself. Like, when you're feeling down about yourself like that shit, just remember all the, like anybody you found attractive or beautiful that actually hooked up with you. Just remember that. You do have the capability of being happy. You do have the capability of doing all that.
Well, see, and my thing with that, though, is because it goes with me beating myself up.
Here we go.
I do think back to those moments where, someone did hook up with me, and then I'm like, no, maybe I'm at least cute. And then I start thinking, well, maybe that's not it, because we did go out for drinks. Maybe it was the liquor. And then I'm like, maybe they were just desperate. And they settled for me for the night. Or however long they were with me. I start thinking shit like that.
I mean,
and I think that about every...
I don't want to add one, but you don't ever think that maybe they felt bad for you?
No, yeah. Yeah, I have.
No, they did not seem as if felt bad for you. Either.
No, but listen.
And some of them can try to tell you that bullshit. They can try. At the very least, she slept with you because she was working. I don't give a fuck if she tries to use that other excuse, because that's what they try to tell you, make themselves feel better. So they're like, nah. Because they felt shame, but I'm not saying you in general, I'm saying anybody, so don't take the wrong. But they feel shame, so they're like, oh yeah, I felt sorry for you.
Well, no, and
they also know that shit hurts, so that's why they try to say that.
Well, no, and I had someone who told me that once, and it hurt me. It did, because I thought it was fucked up, but you know me, my immediate response is, well, I'm sorry about that. I didn't know that you only did it because you felt bad for me, but think about how worse you looked, that you had to settle for a person you felt bad for. I still clapped. So what's up?
You should have just told her the shit. You should have just kept that shit. I feel even worse now. You too fucking fat because you feel bad for me. You should have kept that shit. Because that shit was terrible. Now I'm in the same mood except for I just had terrible food. Horrible.
Thought I was good because I was getting booty, but as lackluster as that was, like, Jesus Christ, I'd rather watch monkeys throw shit at a zoo.
I'm in a worse situation now. Once again, I'm going to say it, this has been great.
I'd rather watch the Twilight series on repeat.
Happy Valentine's Day edition of RCY.
Definitely just a fuck. We don't know what the fuck's going on today. Happy fucking Valentine's Day, but no, that's what it is. And like, I don't,
The problem is, the problem is, you're gonna get mad at me. All you women out there are fucked up. I'm not saying some of those guys aren't too, but you would tell you the child you over me are fucked up.
I figured out one of my things too is that, whether I like it or not, I can be a very emotional person. And I tend to like latch on to people quick, but then like it's happened in the past where like I've got a lot of shit going on. I just shut down and I turn into this very cold fucking person. That's always been a defense mechanism, which
I think your relationship is better right now because you have someone to talk to that you don't have to throw your crazy out at people, and it'll help you. Like if you got in a relationship now, if you still have a person to talk to, and you've seen something that a psychiatrist want to talk about, they're really gonna help you. You will be able to talk through things about that too, as long as you're open up and honest. Because we just said it. I talked about this the other week. You can't be 100% honest with it. It's gonna cause problems. You're gonna try to prove me wrong. I can prove you fucking right. I can prove myself right in one fucking saying. Because we all know it happens. When you come up to us and ask us, do I look good? Or does my hair look better? Or do I look fat in these jeans? And we told you the truth all the time, you'd be pissed. I mean, just let's face it. Sometimes you don't look good in those jeans. And we're not saying we don't think you look good. We're saying you don't look good in those jeans. Right or am I not right?
no, he's absolutely right, and I need y'all to do me a favor. Stop going to the fucking hair salon spending $250 on a haircut that looks like the same shit that you just had the day before. All you did was add one or two highlights and asking me if it looked good or why didn't I notice the haircut?
Quarter an inch off your fucking hair.
Because it looks the fucking same.
You know, it was funny. When my mom was watching this right now, she's so mad. Because she just literally put in a family text earlier. It's shitty that only a 2-year-old likes my new haircuts. Happy Valentine's Day.
I don't notice shit like that. I'm sorry. I notice other things. You got new glasses. Oh, you did your nails. I like that color. Wow, that shirt's a little tight around the stomach area.
I was just so glad it was my sister. When I lived with my sister back in the day, she like changed out the living room and shit, and it'd be all like different. And she asked me how it thought of it. I'm like, what do you mean? She said it did this, and this.
And listen,
I said,
let's talk about the perfect example of that. When I was with my son's mom, she do that shit all the time, and then all she did was she changed out the curtains, put a new floor rug down, moved the TV, and she was like, I feel like it's a lot better in here. What do you think? And the only thing I could say to her was, why'd you move the TV there? Well, what do you mean? Well, when I'm trying to play GTA, the glare is going to come across the screen. So then, what if I get shot during a mission? Like, you fucking up the flow.
You better put those other curtains back too, because these fucking glare.
Put the blackouts on. Trying to bring light into this house. We some evil motherfuckers. We are not evil. Have you met my kids?
I'm sorry, that was so uncomfortable. I don't want to hang out with you guys more. Me and Tyler talk about it all the time. But you guys get uncomfortable and shitty with each other. I would just laugh and make jokes, but Tyler would sit there like complete silence or playing on one of his games. He texts me, you want to go, dude, or should we stay?
Me and her were two people who were brought together to bring our son into this world, but we are two people who should not have stayed together. And as much as it sucked in the long run, now I do believe that what happened for a reason. We weren't supposed to be together. We're a little bit better now. There were some hiccups into why we're not as close as friends as we used to be. But, I mean, it's whatever. We're very civil with each other. We can joke around and stuff like that. And we always seem to be able to be in agreement. So I couldn't ask for a better co-parent. She's smartening up because she was doing some dumb shit before. She's not on that shit now. So, I mean, it's a lot better of a co-parenting situation now. So, a lot of appreciation for her, but we were two people who just, we shouldn't have stayed together, and that's life.
Make some kind of friendship afterwards.
I do still want a refund. Not on the kid. Amazon, what's up with that refund?
Can you take this back
Can you take her back, please?
Trick gonna come to Walmart with you and stand in the fucking one line.
Customer service line. I want to return this bitch.
And then he gets to the front of the line. Come here.
Can I return this bitch? I don't have a receipt.
If you do that, you gotta fucking record it. That would be the best shit ever. We get so many views if you did that.
Because I wouldn't tell her jack shit about it. It would be honest reaction.
I'm saying I need to give you something. Just hold on. I really need you to come here. You gotta be fucking convincing. Alright, dog. Yes, we're still in here. You're at the door. You haven't fucking left it. You know I didn't walk past. Go lay down. You'll be alright. Sorry, my dog trying to break in. And she's sitting at the door, breathing really heavy, trying to sniff in here to smell us to make sure we're in here. You just heard her all of a sudden. I don't know what she's doing. Nerd. Even though she's in the door, she thought maybe we jumped out the window. You don't know I got an AC in the window.
She can fucking hear us.
She has to be able to. Maybe she thinks somebody else is in here now.
My voice went up a couple octaves on that one, so yeah. Two different people talking. Anywho, you guys already know. That's. I'm sorry, I'm out there today. I don't give a fuck. You guys can deal with it. Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh.
I will say this though. I've gone back on that dating thing, and sometimes reading these people's shits is hilarious. Like the ones who got like 4 kids, but they say they don't want anybody who has kids.
She got 4 of them. She has enough. You gotta understand that one. That's a little different. She didn't have 1 or 2. She had 4 of them. You know how fucking hard 4 kids is?
That's her fucking problem.
And her problem is so bad that she's automatically throwing out anybody else have a chance with because she already got 4 of them.
But in this day and age, how a lot of people are, who do you know that doesn't already have kids is going to take on somebody with 4 kids? I've seen profiles out there where some chick was like, I've got 7 kids and none of the daddies are in the picture, so there is no baby daddy drama. Nigga, yes there is. You got 7. You got half a football fucking team right now. The fuck? You Nick Cannon.
Next time you see that, hit me up. I want to text her.
Or the ones who were like
I play basketball.
Or the ones who are like I get the ones, I don't have kids, I don't want kids, looking for somebody who wants the same thing. Okay, I could get that. But don't hit me with, if you have kids, swipe left. I don't want to have to take on the responsibility of somebody else's kid. I want to make my own. Okay? Again, a lot of motherfuckers have kids nowadays. You might be able to find someone who's like that, but what if you get with that motherfucker and then all of a sudden y'all ain't together no more, now you got to deal with this fucking kid, you hate your baby daddy, and if you would have just picked the motherfucker who already had a kid who you know was going to be a good dad in his kid's life, you passed up on him because he already had another kid. Now who the fuck said you needed to take on the responsibility? I know the way that I fucking do it, I don't expect anybody to take over the responsibility of my fucking boys because I'm still their motherfucking daddy, and whatever the fuck they need, I got it for them.
Because you go there, and if you want a future with that person, that means the kid is involved. So you should actually be happy with these people that are saying this to you, because you don't want someone coming in there and not wanting a kid around because you have a kid. So in all reality, she's just choosing the right choice. I mean, I understand that she shouldn't throw you out, but you're right. You could end up with an old ass motherfucker like me. He's talking about the single ones. So.
Y'all would never have to worry about, with me about having to try to take over a position or anything like that. He's got a mom in his life. She's a great mom. He's got a dad in his life who's a great fucking dad.
But that's my problem with it mostly, though, because you're pretty stupid to go in a situation looking like that. You shouldn't judge a person to have kids. Now, you decide that later. Because all you're all doing at first start dating is you're supposed to date, get to know each other. You know that thing? But I don't know. You probably like all these millennials and all these people nowadays. Y'all just want to hook up right away, and you stuck with people all the time that you don't fucking like. So you didn't even try to meet them.
the last thing I'm going to say before we get off the fucking podcast is the other issue that I had is there was another young lady that I was fucking talking to, and do y'all believe that this crazy bitch had the audacity to ask me if we ever, fuck, would you wear a condom? Yes, bitch, the hell kind of question is that? Of course I fucking would. You think I'm clapping them cheeks fucking raw? So you could pop out another one? Listen, here's my thing. I already have a kid. If you have kids, cool, I'll accept you. But if you're trying to come at me with, I want to have a kid with you, that's not fucking happening. I'm done. I got 2 boys and a half, not half, but an adopted daughter up north. I'm good.
Okay, we're gonna pause. We're not gonna finish this now, because now I gotta call you out on your shit. Good.
Why?
Because you literally just said you don't want to be having kids with other people. You don't care if they have a kid. That's not your problem. That's kind of what the other person was.
What I meant by that is if you have, like, kids already, like, that's not a problem. I don't care about that. You can have kids already. But I'm saying I'm not making another one. Like, she was like, I don't want somebody who has kids. I want to make a person with that kid. Me, I don't want to have another one. There are very specific reasons why, and those are good enough. So, I mean, in a way, you're kind of right. It is kind of, but I mean, it's still the fact of, even if I didn't have a kid and I went in, I'm still going to be okay if you already have kids.
Yeah, I understand that part. You're definitely in a better of a situation. But I mean, I don't know. It's the basic. You rule people out, and at the end of that, it's the great Valentine's Day thing. Is you shouldn't go into anything like that because you're losing a lot of opportunity. You don't know who the person is. The world's already tough enough. Why are you going to try to get rid of your potential match just because of one thing? Why don't you see where it goes? See if it works. You never know. Peace out. Happy Valentine's Day. What a lovely edition this was.
I think we did very good today.
It was a good day today.
Let y'all see the up close one time, y'all.